Well, hello guys, and welcome to one more video in our Witcher series. So we are going to continue our gameplay. So without any further delay, let us quickly jump right in. So I'm going to continue the game.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few
This is
steps
the
away.
standard loading screen. All right, if we go to the quest log, we are currently attempting Lilac and Gooseberries. So we are going to follow Vesemir. So we can call Roach or we can go and board him. This environment is awesome. Look at the graphics. The draw distance is enormous. Now we are going to go to inn, an inn in White Orchard.
War is not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Oh my god, look how
Radovic's
they have
realms
hanged
don't
all the
remain.
people.
Temeria and Edirn are
The
no
Temerian
more.
people have been
Radovic's
hanged.
pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Look at this
Gotta
tree.
believe something.
Wow,
That's what keeps us going.
people hanging. These are all Temerian soldiers. And war is back, guys.
Go, go.
Houses have been burned down due to the war. So much losses, so much bloodshed. War is never the answer.
We going? Help me! Help!
That's a griffin. It's a mixture of a lion and an eagle, it seems. These are called griffins. They're very powerful. I think we might need to fight that one.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Of course, we
Could
need
always
few
use a
crowns.
crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this. Here.
Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there. Muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
All right. Let us check all his belongings if we can salvage few items from them. I know, guys, it's bad, but the game allows me to do it, and I have no issues doing that. All right, so there's nothing here. Look at these graphics. Look at the forest, the sunshine. Absolutely stunning.
Griffin this close to the village. Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Run, Roach.
All right, I think we are at the village inn. This looks like the inn.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
These guys are so patriotic. Still can't believe that Temeria has fallen.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlost freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
So this is the shop menu, and you can buy and sell stuff here with the merchant in question. So now we have the innkeeper lady with whom we can transact. So she has 168 orens. Orens is the currency of the Witcher world, and I have 300 orens, as you can see at the top, just beside the equipment load. So I am going to buy something. So basically what you see here are Gwent cards, and Gwent is a card game that you are going to play in this particular game a lot for different purposes, and it's always a good idea to collect them to build your own deck. And Gwent cards can be found around the world with merchants, with soldiers, and whenever we encounter them, we should at least try to own any new cards that we don't already possess. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to buy these cards. So as you can see, this card is a decoy Gwent card, and it's a neutral card. That means all the factions which are there in the Gwent card game will have this card. So I'm going to buy this. This is just 20 orans. Next is the catapult, and the faction for which we are buying this is Northern Realms. So only the Northern Realms faction will contain this card. So this is 50 orans. Then Blue Stripes Commando is again a card for the Northern Realms deck. This is also for the same, and the same for this. All right. How much are we remaining with? 140 orans, right? So we can go with some spirit. Dwarven spirit is something which will help you replenish all your equipments and all if you do meditation. So for meditation, you need to have alcohol. So the most commonly available alcohol is the Dwarven spirit. What I'm going to do is at least I'm going to buy one for 47 orans. So that's pretty much it for now. I'll go back.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, Lilac and Gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
All right. Thanks, lady. Thanks for everything.
For everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please, I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Black One's been out measuring the fields.
All right, the quest is now updated, and we can see the updated quest log just below this minimap. We can see the name of the quest, Lilac and Gooseberries, and the current objective states that ask travelers about Yennefer. And we have yellow circles on the minimap. So these are the travelers specifically that we can go and ask for Yennefer's whereabouts. So let's check with these guys.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
All right, so basically we have the Axie option here. So you can cast Axie on these guys to calm them down and to be less aggressive and tell you what you need to know. So I'm going to use this option because these guys look like they're very aggressive.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh, and I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
All right, now we can go to the next group.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
There's a cat over there.
Factions, teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each... What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Take my advice. Go back to your books while you can. War's no game. No faculty meetings to attend. No tenure to gain. End notes to compile. First soldier you see'll kill you.
Why would he do that? Me? A neutral civilian? A scholar?
Boots.
Come again?
He'll kill you for your boots. War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
All right.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
All right. So we are now going to get acquainted with how to play the Gwent card game. So let's get to it.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Okay. So here is where you get to choose your faction. So at the top, if you see, we are currently using Northern Realms. So you have Nilfgaardian Empire, you have a faction called Monsters, and you have Squiretail. So these are the four factions with which you can play. And you see in the monster, the total number of cards we currently have are 0. So we need to collect more for this particular deck so that we can play as monsters. For Nilfgaardian Empire also, we don't have any cards currently. Same for Squiretail, we have 0 cards. So only for Northern Realms, we see there are 29 cards. And we can play with this. So basically, let me see if I can use few more cards. So currently the number of unit cards needed is 22, but I have 21. So until unless I have 22, minimum 22 unit cards, it will not allow me to start the game. So let me see what I can use. I will go for the catapult. It's quite powerful. So now I have added the catapult. I'll add decoy as well. I'll add Grinfrid Reavers Dragon Hunter. I'll add Blue Stripes Commando. And a Roach. Alright, let's see. We have one decoy, we have one biting frost. Alright, clear weather we have 2. So basically these are the category of cards that we use. So these are weather cards to change the weather condition while playing the game. These are hero cards. We are yet to get hero cards, but hero cards are really powerful, and no kind of effects work on hero cards. Siege unit cards forms the last row of our formation, and the number that you see in the top left corner is the strength of this card. And then the next yellow circle that you see just below it, that defines what type of card it is. So you see that catapult icon, that means this is a siege unit card. And after that we see a handshake icon, so that means it is having a special power. So you can keep the same card side by side and it will add 16 strength. The number of cards that you put adjacent to each other, this particular card, it will add up. It will double the values. So if it is 8 and you keep it beside another catapult card of size 8, both will be doubled. So each card will contribute 16 strength. So you will have a total of 32. So it's like that. Then we have this card in which you can retrieve already card which has already been played by you. You can retrieve any one card that has already been played and it's outside your deck. And this will increase the strength of all the cards by 1 in the siege unit row. Then after siege unit cards comes the ranged unit cards. So this forms your second row in your game, and pretty much the same concepts apply here as well. And then comes the closed combat unit cards. So this forms the first row or the first line of defense of your card game. So I think I'm all set to get started, and I don't have any leaders. Okay, I do have 2 leaders that I can choose from. So if I choose this leader, the leader ability that I'm going to get is a impenetrable fog card. So I will immediately get a impenetrable fog, which will disable all the second row cards of the opponent. Alright, and this will clear any weather effects. Alright, I'll go with this one because sometimes these weather effects can be very costly. I'll go with this leader card and I'll start the game. Okay, here we can choose to redraw certain cards. So let me see. These are good. This one's good. I think we can change this one and this one. Alright, I'll collect new cards. So if you play the spy card, so currently I have highlighted this spy card, Prince Stannis. So if you do that, you will immediately get 2 cards added to your deck. So I'll use this. So I got 2 new cards. Okay, opponent has passed. And they have 7 currently. So what I'll do is I'll play this catapult card and I will win this round. Alright, now I am going to play. Let's play Roach. So these are the 3 rows, guys. So the first one is related to your close combat cards, then your ranged unit cards, and then your siege unit cards. So I am going to use a few of my ranged unit cards. Okay, I will use this card in order to gain access to this siege unit card once again. I have already used up this card in my previous round, so by using this I will be able to recollect this. So now I can take it back and play it. Okay, so now we have the torrential rain. So if you see, our siege unit row strength has decreased to just 1. So each card is now contributing only 1 due to this rain. So what I have to do is I have to clear this weather effect. So I'll play this card which clears any weather effects. Alright, so I can use my decoy card and take back this card, the medic card. So I'll use my decoy and take this back. So I can replay it once again. So there are two ways. You can either replay already played cards by using the medic card and using the decoy. You can pick any card in your current playthrough that you have already played back to your deck. Both the options are there. Alright. Let me use this guy. I will increase the strength of all my siege units now by 1. So this card will be played. Now you see our existing siege unit cards strength increased by 1, highlighted by that green strength icon at the top left of those cards. Okay, so now I think we can easily pass this round because the opponent's total strength of cards is 24 and mine is 30. And they have already passed. So we can just pass this round and win this game. So we just won our first Gwent game. This is a very good, wonderful game, guys. And especially gets interesting once you collect more powerful cards.
Well, you've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Alright, and now we have got one book, A Miraculous Guide to Gwent. Let's read it. So this book is kind of a reference for you to tell you how many cards you are yet to collect. So you can see in Velen you have 47, Novigrad 36, Skellige you have 28, Vizima 1, Kermorn 1. So number of new cards which can still be won from players of no particular renown or skill, that is 47. All right, this is Yennefer's letter that Vesemir was reading. Alright, so now we will continue our main quest, Lilac and Gooseberries. And we will go to this highlighted yellow circle and talk to the stranger, Gaunter O. Dim.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Finding her, that'll lift my spirits.
You look haggard. It's just a few drops to improve your mood. A little schnapsies never hurt a soul.
Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odim, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Okay, so where did that guy disappear to? Wow. Okay, so now we have to ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer. Let us do that. Let's check the world map. All right, it's okay. It's quite far.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
Of course no. You done nothing.
Horses working witchcraft. Get him! Your asses.
Come on.
Nice meeting you.
All right. So that was a small scuffle with the Temerian soldiers. So we have a storage cabinet here. which we called stash. So if you want to store anything which is currently in your possession, you can do it here. And it's advisable that you use this only when you see there is a equipment weight attached to the item. So for any crafting items, you will not have any equipment weight. And same for the alchemy items also. If you go to quest items, you see these don't have equipment weight. We only have this torch. We can do is we can put it in our stash because it does have equipment weight of 0.11 kgs, pounds. I don't know what unit it is, but it does have some weight. So that's why I'm going to put it in the stash. All right. Let us go to Vesemir and ask him out.
Be gone! We'll not talk to you.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Wow.
See you later, Vesemir.
I've drunk enough. My head's spinning.
Take the hooch.
Your gran told me about the Smith reels. Lad went missing one day.
That's it, Roach.
I started poking him, asking. When he started twisting and squirming, so it ran bad, they knocked him off.
All right, so let us go and ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer's whereabouts.
Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now. D-E-R-B-A-N.
What happened to your mug? I think those plums are wreaking havoc on the gut. Everything's gonna be fine.
Hey-ya!
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Okay.
How long you gonna make me wait?
These are raids. So whenever you touch any place of power, you get ability points. So if you go to your character screen, you will see now you have 1 point available that you can spend on these items. So I'll go for muscle memory and I'll equip this in this slot to get the benefit of this. All right, let's continue.
Roach.
Let's kill us some wolves. Wow, this is powerful. All right. I'll take all the loot that is there. Wow, this is really good loot. Okay, nothing else is here. We can call Roach. So in order to increase our health, we can consume the bread and water. So I'll consume bread. That will slowly increase our health. See, these soldiers are doing push-ups.
Barbarians.
The Nilfgaardian soldiers are doing push-ups. All right, let us climb.
My brothers will never believe it.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing. To the tower. Go.
Goltais Griffin is andan. Eb Burpus. Nen. Eb Streda. Marsandi and Carbad.
Es disse Ferin. Nord est Ulfheiden en
So this is the Nilfgaardian military camp.
Mera.
Let's see if there is some loot that we can take.
Out of my way.
Though it's always the best idea not to loot anything in military camps because there might be opposition. They might attack you.
En med detta, Estrat SN Novigrad. We must requisition a share of your harvest.
Aye, Your Excellency.
I know there is little left in your granaries. Ah, soldiers are men too, and so they...
Alright, this is one more merchant.
Password.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walk here, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters. They got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Morale holding up around here? You boys think you can win this thing?
Ah, a spy after all. Or one to stir trouble.
Neither. Just curious.
Right. Well, tell anyone who cares we will win this war, because Radovid is mad, as everyone knows, and we've an extraordinarily well-drilled and well-supplied army. Incidentally, did you wish to buy something?
Okay, let's see what he's got. 680 orans. It's great. We can sell him some stuff and get some money for ourselves. I'm selling all my crafting materials for now to get some more cash. So I have 349 orans, and let's see what we can buy from this merchant. So we have few scrolls. So these are called crafting diagrams, and crafting diagrams help you to craft certain equipment. So in this case, we can see it's a sword that we can craft, which will have 215 silver damage, but we can use this sword only at required level, which is 12. So no point buying this because our level is pretty low and we will not be crafting this. So what is this? Dorian sword, required level 2. We can go for this. Runestones and all I don't craft that much, so I will hold on before purchasing any kind of runestones. These are all runestones, okay. I don't have any need for runestones as of now. What I'll go for is maybe the Dorian sword, or the Temerian poniard, Velen longsword, Koviri cutlass. I'll go for this Koviri cutlass, Velen longsword, Temerian poniard, Dorian sword, because these are ready to be crafted. Let's see what we can craft as well. So let us repair these equipments, our armor and our weapons, and let's see what we can craft. Currently we cannot craft these things because the components are missing. We can either buy the components, but I don't have much cash on me to buy them. So yeah, as you can see, if you want this Koviri cutlass right away, you need 1 leather scrap and 2 iron ingots. I think we can craft this. So just for the demonstration purpose, I'll try to buy the ingredients. So I'll buy 1 leather scraps, and I'll buy 2 iron ingots. And you can see now this has changed to all parts present, and I will craft this. So this has more damage. Alright, so if we want to use the Koviri cutlass sword that we just crafted, we will go to inventory, and there is our sword. And if you want to compare how this sword fares with our currently equipped sword, which is the Witcher Steel sword, we can see it has +6 damage. But what is the profit of using the Witcher Steel Sword is it has armor piercing +25, whereas the Koviri Cutlass has only +2% critical hit chance. So I'll do one thing, I'll use the Koviri Cutlass for now. Let's see. So that's our Koviri Cutlass sword. Looks great. All right. We will take few herbs, few plants. You can take plants and herbs, the soldiers will not complain, but if it is any treasures in a box or any items that you're looting, then they will become aggressive. Let's see. I'm just checking the area for any loots that we can salvage.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Alright, so we got few sub-objectives that we need to complete for the Lilacs and Gooseberries mission. Okay, quest updated. So we got ourselves a new quest. Let's check our quest logs. So now we see the Lilac and Gooseberries has a dependency on the Griffin contract. And we have one more main quest that we need to complete before we complete the Lilac and Gooseberries mission. So I'll attempt the Beast of White Orchard in our subsequent video. And till then, you take good care of yourself. See you in my next video. So bye for now.